What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and today we're gonna go over one of my top decks, top plays in my head for Collinsville Regionals, which is next weekend. Like if tomorrow was Regionals, this would be the deck I'd be playing. I think it answers pretty much everything. If you are a fan of the channel, you know that I love Raikou Eels. I played it in a tournament. We got top 8, and in top 8 we lost to a speed dark art deck, and this trend continues. Like, I lose to a lot of speed dark art decks, and while trying to figure out how to beat speed dark art, I run across Mike's article. I'll leave a link down below, and it talks about how he got top 8 with the deck, and he actually played a 1-1 Maxie's Gallade in his list. Now, Speed Dark 8 is winnable. It is 100% winnable. The problem with the match I had in top 8 was that he had Muse. Muse it's not played too much. Like, it's not played at all. But it is annoying because he has a non-EX attacker that swings for a ton of damage, and you have to deal with that. So right now we're going to play a Gallade in the list, which is going to help us out a tremendous amount, because now you have Weakness own Dark Ice, which is what I think the deck's main problem is. But let's go over the deck. If you didn't watch the Saturday tournament, you can just look. I'll leave a link down below. Round 1, you can watch there's like 7 or 8 rounds, I think, of me playing this deck. So if you are considering this deck, make sure you watch his videos. Read Mike's article down below as well. It's in the description from 6 Prizes. Make sure you check that out. And I also did an interview with Sam Chin about the deck. Like, I have talked a lot about this deck. We're gonna go just kind of over. We'll go over 100% and see what it's about. So Raikou has the attack Thunder Lance 50 and 20 more damage for each lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. He also has his ability Shining Body. Any lightning is attached to it. Damage, if it has the lightning attached to it, the damage is reduced by 20. So essentially, it has 140 HP. If it has like 100% HP, it has 140 kind of. So that's what we're going to try to go for today. Now, the way you power up Thunder Lance is through Eels. Eels has Dynamo Motor. A touch of lightning from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. This is how we're going to power up our Raikous. One Mewtwo, X-Ball is really good. Whenever you need to do a ton of damage, Mewtwo is there. And one Toad to help Quake Punch. This is going to help us out a lot against Night March, because you Quake Punch, make where they can play compressors and all that kind of good stuff. And if your opponent needs a setup, you can punch them and then you're good to go. Kind of what the plan is you punch them while you're sitting with Raikou. So, like, that's like the best game plan. Like, that's what you kind of want to do, because Raikou does need 3 energy, so you're not attacking that until turn 2. But you can attack turn 1 Size Toad, and you do play the 3 DC, so you can X-Ball or Quake It Punch. Now, the Gallade is where it becomes very interesting, and like I think this helps out the deck a lot, is you have the attack Sensitive Blade. It does 60, and you play a Squirtle card from your hand, you do 70 more damage. Now, this, for Darkrai, you're taking knockouts. You're doing a ton of damage. You're doing 130 times 2, 260, so you're taking knockouts on Darkrai, which is fantastic. And this is what's going to help us swing the matchup. And not only that, it has a really good ability, Premonition, which lets you rearrange the top 5 cards of your deck in any order to make sure you draw into the cards you need. Besides that, I play 1 Shaymin, no Jirachi, not really needed. Mike talks about it in his interview a lot. I think Sam talks about it in his interviews somewhat as well. There's so much links to Eels, Raikou down below. Like, if you want to play this deck, make sure you check out all the information I have down below. But 3 Compressor, discard 3 cards out of your deck. 1 Computer Search for consistency. 1 Super Rod, get back 3 Pokemon or energies, most likely for Pokemon. 4 Ultra Ball and 4 via Seeker. You can tell I'm playing the old Ultra Balls because I've been playing this deck so much. 4 Rough Seas, and this is going to help us win the Stadium War against Trevenant, against anything. You can heal 30 from all your water and lightning Pokemon, basically making Raikou's a tank. 1 AZ, pick a Pokemon back into your hand, but you discard all cards to it. 1 Colress, because you have a big bench. Shuffle, draw the number of cards equal to the number of Pokemon on the bench. 1 Hex Maniac to shut down abilities. This is going to help you out against Greninja, so that way you can Giant Water Shuriken. You could play a Giratina, but I don't think it's really needed. You could beat both these decks without it. 1 Karen, shuffle all Pokemon back to their deck. This, once again, is going to help you against Night March. You're reading Mike's article that he did. He's 1-1 against Night March. He won 1, tied 1, and lost to 1. It was Karen. You kind of help out the match a lot because you can, plus Toad Punch. They can't discard a Pokemon, you win that way. one Lysandre, one Archie's, or one, you're going to hear me say Archie's multiple times, but one Maxie's to get a fighting Pokemon out of your discard pile onto your bench, then draw 5 cards. But you can only play this when it's your last card in your hand. The deck's not built around like getting the turn on Maxie's. It's not needed at all. As long as you hit it somewhat in the turns, you're good to go. 2 in for Sycamore. 3 fighting for build to make your Raikous have 160 HP, then 20 more. So they essentially have like 180 HP, which is really cool and like really tanky because of Rough Seas as well. And AZs, like there's so much healing in this deck. 2 Float Stones give your Eels or Seismitoad, whoever, for your treat. 3 DCs, so you tackle Toad and Mewtwo, and 7 Lightning Energies. And like I said, guys, if you want to learn more about this deck, I'm going to have links to everything. I'm going to have a link to an article, a link to an interview I did with Sam Chen. I'm going to have a playlist, where it'll be the first episode of the playlist where you can see me playing like 7 or 8 rounds with Elos Raikou. I think this is, like, if you talk to any of my friends, they'll tell you that I've been talking about this deck forever, and that I love this deck. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, guys. I think it is really, really strong. It beats pretty much everything. I don't know why. I love it. I guess because I talked to so many people about it. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Check out everything down below. We played 3 games today. We played against a Trevenant Night March and a Solgaleo Bronzong Genesect deck. All 3 games are great. You're going to see how this deck does take down every single different matchup. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, so putting a CZZ, playing a Psychic, Steel, and a Colorless deck. So I had Solgaleo, so now with Psychic, we can use Mewtwo if we want to, or we just go straight Raikou. Alright, so the choosing who goes first, my opponent, of course, is going to opt to go first. Alright, so we start multiple Raikous. We have 2. I mean, if we get a turn 1, let's see. Alright, so there's a mulligan. Oh, it's Trevenant. Alright. So Trevenant it's an easy matchup because you have all the Rough Seas. You can pretty much just heal your Raikous over and over again, and you're good to go. So yes, we'll draw from mulligan. There's a Shaymin, press done, and yep, there's good old Phantom. All right. So we're gonna use this first turn, of course, to play as many item cards as we can, as long as my opponent does not have a Jirachi. So there's a Rescue Scarf. So the good thing about Phantom now, or Trevenant, is they don't play Bursty Balloons anymore. They play Rescue Scarf, so that's fine. There's a Love Ball for a Phantom, which means he should have Jirachi in his hand if he's opted to do this instead of getting out a, there's a red card, alright, so he's got a red card down to 4, which is fine. I mean, we have multiple Ultra Balls. There's Sycamore. Okay, this hand's like a billion times better already. Rescue Scarf to Phantom. And it's interesting that he had a Love Ball for a Jirachi if he does have one. And if the Mitch Valley come down, now I don't know why he put down the Mitch Valley. It seems really bad right now because, we can just counter his stadium. So put on Gallade. We'll put a Maxie's and a Lightning. Okay. And then we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, so there's a Fury Belt, a Lightning AZ. So put a Fury Belt on the active, Lightning Energy it. We can put down another Tynamo. And then we could go for our Maxie's next turn, but Gallade's really not that useful in Trevenant, unfortunately. So I'm going to VS Seeker for Sycamore just to get in our hand. And then I'm just going to pass. What can happen next turn if we find a DC? We can't Thunder Lance for 5, 6, 7 damage if you want to. So he'll probably Ascension. I mean, he has a damage value, so he can Ascension automatically. And if he does that, we can just play Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards. And if we find a DC, we can start attacking. If we find some Eels, we can put those down as well, which is fantastic. So, I mean, we're doing fine. He's going to have a Trevenant out, but that doesn't really bother us, like I said, because he's got these Rescue Scarves. He's not bopping us with, like, Bursty Balloons anymore, which is really nice. And he's going to evolve into Trevenant in the active spot. Which is, okay, so if he has a Psychic Energy, he can do Silent Fear, do 30 everywhere. Okay, so Wall coming out. And if this is not a Psychic Energy, he made a huge misplay, because what he should have done was bench this guy. Alright, so there's a Rough Seas, we'll put that down. But what he should have done is put a Trevenant on the bench, and then Ascension to another Trevenant. So we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 70 cards. There's 2 Lightning, so put those, 2 Eels. So put 1 and 2. We will Dynamo number 1 onto this Raikou. And then we'll put a Lightning Energy in the active and just pass. As long as we find in the lightning energy, we start Thunderlance and doing 120 with the Raikou. If you put Silent Fear down, well, that's fine. We have another Rough Seas in our hand. We can heal all the damage off. Or we can do, yeah. So we should be okay. My opponent is kind of dead drawing. Like that turn, okay, there's a Rosa getting rid of Fighting Fear Belt. Don't care about that at all. Okay. Pass on our turn. There's an in. Okay, so, I mean, we're going to have to play an in. I know this is really bad because he's given a new hand of 6. But there's a Lightning Energy, another Tynamo, and a Raikou. And we have a Colress for next turn. So we'll put down Tynamo, we'll put down the Raikou. We'll Lightning Energy active, and we'll Thunderlance for 110. Next turn, we're going to knock out this Trevenant. Yes, it does have a Rescue Scarf. It'll get returned back into his hand. But that doesn't really bother us too bad. Alright, so Dimension Field coming down. I'm going to get bump our Rough Seas, which we do have 3 more left in the deck. Okay. There's a Crushing Hammer, Heads, but like Crushing Hammer doesn't matter. We have Eels. We can put them on the bench Raikou. We can just retreat and go that route. Okay. What really matters if he has a Lysandre. So Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. And there's a Jirachi. He had a Jirachi the whole time, and he actually opted not to use it. That's really weird. So Phantom, Psychic Energy. He's going to do Silent Fear, doing 30 to everybody. But if we find a Rough Seas, we could take down, we can knock out this Trevenant. Alright, so Trevenant on that guy. Okay. And a Crushing Hammer number 2. Heads it out. If he doesn't have a third Crushing Hammer, this is a huge mistake. Because what we can do now is just double Dynamo to Raikou and just attack. Alright, so Silent Fear doing 30 to everybody. But we just need to find a Rough Seas. And Eel right here will be fantastic as well. There's a Float Stone, so we'll Colress. We'll get 7 new cards. Okay. And there's Rough Seas, DC. Alright, so put down the Rough Seas. 5, 6, 7, which will knock out the active. So put a DC down. We'll Dynamotor our Rough Seas first. Dynamotor to the bench. So 1. And 2. I guess what we should have probably done is held onto a DC and just retreat to the Raikou. And there we go. My opponent can see the game and realize he can't win this match. And Mike did lose to Trevenant in the finals, but he kind of had bad hands, didn't draw anything. But there we go. Trevenant is beatable. One of the most worst decks in the format to play against. Idle Lock and Straightaway is bad for you, but like I said, Trevenants, they don't play Burst Balloons anymore. They play Rescue Scarf. So you don't have to worry about Burst Balloons bopping you for 60 and all that good stuff. You just worry about them returning into their hand, and you don't care about that. And this list does play 4 Rough Seas, so you constantly can win the Stadium War, which is fantastic. But we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. Hopefully we can get out the Gallade, show that off, and maybe beat like a Speed Dark attack or something cool like that. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so putting against Trevman, 783, playing a Psychic and a Lightning deck, which definitely means like a Mega Manetric Wobbuffet thing, is what I'm thinking. Alright, so heads. We won the coin flip. Yes, we would like to go first, and maybe get that turn 1 Gallade out. That'd be really cool. So on our turn. Alright, so press done. Alright, there's Compressor, Birch, and Expanded. Okay. I mean, if we top deck an Ultra Ball, we do have a turn with Maxie's. Not really neat. Do we? Ultra Ball, yeah, if we top deck an Ultra Ball, we get a turn with Maxie's or Computer Search. Either way, we can Compressor, discard, like Juniper, Archeops. What are we playing against? He plays a bunch of stuff. I don't know what we're playing against. Alright, so choose an active Pokemon. We get 2 mulligans. Do we take him or not? I think I'm still going to take him regardless. I think it's just better to, no matter what. I'd rather try to get set up a little bit more. So yeah, I think no matter what, I'm gonna double mulligan for sure. So what are they playing? There's Pokemon to the active, okay, and another to the bench, okay. Let's see, what does our opponent? What do they have? All right, so big yes. We'll take the 2 mulligans. All right, so it was just 1, and we're playing against Night March. Cute. All right, so we'll Compressor, and with the Compressor, we will discard. We'll just discard the Colress, Hex Maniac, and a Sycamore. Okay, so discard these 3. We'll float from the active via Seeker or Sycamore, and when we discard Sycamore, he's going to know we're playing Karen. He's going to know that we're playing an evil deck. Alright, so we're playing against Night March, which is what this deck is designed to beat, hypothetically. So we'll put down Raikou. We will Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2 to grab a Seismitoad. Okay, and a victory. And you see there, my opponent's going to concede the game. We're going to Seismitoad, put a DC on it, Fury Build it as well. And the next turn, if he goes crazy, we can via Seeker for a Karen and just make it where he can't do anything, which is really cool. Or we could have just Quake a Punch and make it where he could not do any more damage. And there you go, like Night March, as soon as they see Karen, they pretty much cry. Like they get really, really scared. And that's probably what just happened right there. My opponent saw Karen and decided to concede the game. But we'll see one more game of the deck here in a second. Hopefully my opponent does not concede and we play a good game. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to get Gia Twilight playing, looks like a Trevenant deck. There's no Colorless, which means no Shaymin, which is very interesting, because like almost every deck plays Shaymin except for like Greninja. Alright, so we won the coin flip, we'll be going first. Yes, thank you, please. Alright, especially if like Trevenant, we want to get out all of our items. So put down Toad, put down a Raikou. What we could do is punch him to death, and then while powering up a Raikou's, which is not bad. So put down a Raikou, we'll press done. And let's see what is going to happen, guys. Alright, so there is a Cosmog. Okay, so we've already played against Trevenant, so this is the Lunala deck. So we'll Compressor. Discard the Gallade, Maxie's, and a Lightning. Okay. We will Compressor again, and when this Compressor, I'm going to discard a Karen. Lightning, okay? And then we'll play Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Okay, so let's see, what did we find? Alright, so we find this guy, we can Ultra Ball, discard a 1-2 for another Tynamo. Okay. We'll put down Tynamo, and we'll Super Rod shuffle those eels back into our deck. So shuffle, not that guy, 1-2, and then a Lightning, that's fine. And then we'll press done. Yeah, it's actually a really good turn 1. I mean, we got 2 Lightnings in the discard pile, we have 2 Tynamos, a Raikou. As long as we find double eels and a Lightning, we start attacking turn 2, which is fantastic. But what does our opponent have here? I do not know. I mean, Cosmog, so it's Lunala, that's for sure. So Skyfall coming down, okay. We can immediately bump that Rough Seas. There's a Metal, okay. They play one Solgaleo. Alright, so they discard 2 Rare Candy. That's good for us, alright. So, Sycamore discard their hand, draw 7 new cards. Ah. Do they find if they don't find another Pokemon, we can attack turn 2, or win game turn 2. There's a Cosmog, there's a Heavy Ball. And let's see, what does this get out? Klingling? Ooh, Bronzor. Oh, it's Solgaleo Bronzor. Okay, alright, so, how do we deal with this deck? Alright, so Bronzor coming down, okay. Ultra Ball for a Hoopa? Maybe? I don't know. Like, why Skyfield? Alright, we'll see probably another Bronzor come down. But my plan right now is just Quake a Punch. Like, just Quake a Punch, and Quake a Punch, and Quake a Punch, and, they can't do anything. So Shaymin, wait, did I not? I thought I didn't see a Colorless. Am I crazy, guys? Am I crazy? I mean, I know I am. Alright, so Shaymin's going to come down, going to set up for 40 cards. Okay. So Galeo's weak to fire, right? Because he's metal. I think he is. So another Bronzor coming down. Wow, calm down. Another Bronzor coming down. Okay, calm down, sir. Genocide. Okay, calm down, please. I mean, once we put down the Rough Seas, he'll be able to discard his Pokemon. And there's a Dust Gathering, putting a card in his hand. Alright, so there's a Battle Compressor. Alright, so I'm a Compressor. Discard a Colress. Not a Lightning, because we kind of need that for later on. Pretty much just a Colress, because I want to via Seeker for Colress right now. Alright, so of course, we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So of course for 9, okay. And there's a DC, that's what we want to see. So Float Stone the active, put down a DC, Fury Belt the Raikou, put down another Raikou, and we'll put down a Float Stone, and Shaymin for 3 new cards. We're looking for some eels to put down, and alright, we can Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2 for an eel. And we can start Dynamotor. Alright, so we don't have any supporter cards in our hand, but we have plenty of Raikus. I actually evolved the wrong eel. Now he can Lysandre up, and I don't have a Float Stone in it. So put a lightning on this guy, and we will Quake and Punch for 30. Let's put down another Raikou, just in case he bumps our stadium, or his stadium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So Quake and Punch for 30. Now he can't Rare Candy into, Solgaleo, which is good. Now he could go for the Genesect play, like just Vol, put down Genesect, and go for a Rapid Blaster for 120, 40, and there's an N. We'll take that. Alright, so N will both get new hands of 6, okay. Or the Seeker Colorless. Alright, so Seal. No, we need another Eel. Alright, so there is a Cosmon coming down. Cosmon. Alright, a Bronzong coming down as well. They can start Metal Links into the Genesect. And we see another Shaymin coming down. Now, I'm not going to put down a Rough Seas. I'm going to hold onto her hand and try to knock out these Shaymins, which is a plan, okay. Definitely Quake and Punch is the way to go. We just keep Quake and Punching, and there's a Metal Links to a Genesect, most likely. Maybe to a Shaymin, a Sky Turn to get it off the field. That could be a possibility. I'm gonna put, okay, no, he's gonna go for the Solgaleo play, okay. So Lightning, and we'll see another Dust Gathering, which is great for us, because now what we can do is knock out the active, and then later on knock out another Bronzor. So put a Lightning on the Raikou, we'll put down another Tynamo. And we'll play an in to give us both new hands of 6. Alright. So Lightning, okay, Computer Search for next turn, so that we can Lysandre if we want to, which is great. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard the Lightning and the Mewtwo for another Eel. Okay, so now I have 2 Eels in play, that's fantastic. We'll put that guy down. We will Dynamotor to the Eel. Okay. Or to the Raikou, sorry. And then we'll Quake and Punch for 30. Take the knockout, going down to 5 price cards. Now, what he'll probably do is attack with Solgaleo if he has it, which is definitely the correct thing to do. So there's an N. Okay. I mean, but we're still looking great. I don't know how we lose this game, really. Because I'm definitely going to Computer Search, discard, like, an N and whatever for a Lysandre, break up Shaymin, Thunderlance for a knockout, then VS for Lysandre, Thunderlance this Shaymin, and then all we have to do is knock out a Bronzor, or a Bronzong, or just knock out one EX Pokemon, and we should be good to go. I mean, Raikou has so much HP, and he is resistant to Steel. So Shaymin coming up, okay, this is not good for us, because that means he has AZ in his hand, or a way to retreat the Shaymin. But another Shaymin comes down, which is fantastic for us. Alright, it's like he's saying he wants us to knock it out, which I am not going to disagree with him. If he wants me to knock out a Shaymin, I will. So Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards, and this is why Seismitoad is so strong. Like, we're sitting here, getting our bench up, we're getting ready to go, and we're going to have a Raikou ready to go. So there's some Solgaleo coming down, which I don't know why he sent up Shaymin. But, alright, so see Metal Links to the Genesect, okay. And do we just see a pass? I mean, I'm definitely retreating and go for Thunderlance. I know it's... Okay, no, you get Ultra Road. Duh, forget about Ultra Road. You can switch it at any times. Alright, so Soul Burst, going to get 5 energies play. But what I'm going to do is just Lysandre Shaymin, or Computer Search for Lysandre, take a knockout on Shaymin. Then VS go for Lysandre Shaymin, and then we should be good to go. Alright. Like I said, we have a resistance. We have essentially like 200 HP. Basically. Alright, so he's... wonder where all these metal goes. Alright, so he's going to put 3 on the active and 2 on the Genesect. Yeah, I'm a Computer Search, discard 1 and 2. For a Lysandre. I'm going to Lysandre up Shaymin. Put down an Eelektrik. We will retreat into the Raikou. Dynamotor a couple times, so Dynamotor once to the Raikou. Dynamotor again to Raikou. Now, Solgaleo can knock us out. It does 230. It's taking a knockout for sure. But we'll Thunderlance for the knockout, going down to 3. Okay. So go down to 3 price cards, 1 and 2. There's a Fighting Field and a Eel. Okay. We played 2 VS Seekers. There's 1 in our hand, and as long as we find the other one, we should be able to win this game. On their opponent's turn, they're going to draw a card, and they have to discard all their energies to knock out Raikou. He has to do 230. That is a true fact right there. He has to do 230 to take a knockout. Now, if he does take a knockout, what we can do is put one more energy on Raikou, because then we swing for 140, then 140 times 2 is 280, which knocks out Solgaleo. Alright. But he's free to use all of his item cards. That's fine. We broke the item log. That's okay. I'm fine with this. I'm A-okay with this. We see some Metal Links going down to Genesect. Okay. Let's see. He is like okay. So another Ultra Ball coming down. Going to discard a Colress and a Float Stone. Okay, he's going to get a ton of cards. Rub into the Bronzong. There he goes. Okay. His plan now is to constantly use Solgaleo. He needs a Sunsteel Strike every single turn. So there is another Bronzong coming down. Okie dokie. And let's see. I mean, I guess if we had Mewtwo, we can like put a bunch of energies on Mewtwo. This is obviously for Hex Maniac. Alright, so Hex Maniac is going to be a little bit pain, but, so Hex, okay, going to turn off abilities, whatever. I mean, if we top like an energy, we could take a knockout this turn. So Sunsteel Strike doing 210, okay. Now, I could play this game too. I could Hex him. Okay, Lightning. Woo! Alright, so Lightning uses Raikou. We will Fury Belt it via Seeker for a Lysandre. Bring up a Shaymin. We'll retreat and go for a Thunderlance for the knockout. Okay, so retreat to Shaymin. We'll Thunderlance. Okay. We do go down to one prize card. Can we win the game or not? So Hex Maniac and an Ultra Ball. I'm glad we didn't go for the Hex because it's definitely not in our discard pile. So we'll probably send him Genesect. What he could do is put 3. Okay, Shaymin. It doesn't matter. He can double Metal Links to Solgaleo and go for attack that way, which is not bad at all. Alright, so another Bronzong go. Now he could triple Metal Links to Solgaleo. But if he does that, what we could do is Hex and then Quake Punch. Make it where he can't use Ultra Ball or anything like that. Spooky. But then, I mean, we don't take a knockout either way. So, we'll see a Metal Links to that guy. Okay. We have one more Raikou as well. I just gotta find it. So, Metal Links again. Okay. There's a Metal Links to that guy. We'll see probably a third Metal Links. Okay. There's the third Metal Links. Alrighty. 6. Okay. How many VS Seekers has he played? 2. Okay. There's a VS Seeker for Hex. Okay, this is fine. Like I said, he's going to Hex us, take a knockout, but then we can Hex him and punch for 30, and then he can't do anything. So that's really good. And then we can play our hand down as well. So we'll see Ultra Road, send it to Solgaleo. Okay. And he'll take a knockout. There's a Hex. Okay, that's fine. Sunsteel Strike for 230. Or 210. Sorry, the resistance. Going down to 4. We'll send up Toad, and we're going to punch. We're going to punch like there's no tomorrow. So on our turn, we will... Oh my goodness, there's a... Oh, we have the game in hand. There's a Hex. We will Quake a Punch. Alright, we have the game in hand. There's a VS Seeker. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, I mean, there's no way he's retreating this guy. He's a 3 retreat cost. Genesect's a 3 retreat cost. Okay. He's got 4 prize cards left as well, and a pass onto our turn. So you know what we're going to do. We are going to triple Dynamo to the Shaymin. Not to Shaymin, to Raikou. Not to the Shaymin. And there's... Alright, so Dynamo. Dynamo again, and a Lysandre up that Shaymin for the game, taking 7 prize cards. So picking another energy on the Raikou, will via Seeker for a Lysandre, bring up that Shaymin and winning the game. Come here, Shaymin. Sorry, buddy, we just knocked out 3 Shaymins. Alright, so retreat to Raikou, and we will Thunderlance for the knockout. I'm going to see the games, whatever, guys. And there we go. There is the Eels. I guess their Raikou Gallade deck. I know we didn't see Gallade come down. Really wasn't needed in the 3 games we had. Maybe against Night March. It's a good attacker because it's just a good attacker overall. But that game, in these games, it really wasn't needed. We just really needed Toad the 3rd game to Quake a Punch and be good to go that way. But there we go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I do think Raikou, I do think it's one of the strongest decks out there. This I don't know 100% this is like my finalist, but like if tomorrow was regionals, this would be the deck I'd be playing. I think it's still really strong. I think it has answers to pretty much everything. I have to test out Toad Decidueye to see how that matchup goes. But I mean, with the Rough Seas, you should be good to go because now they don't play lasers anymore. They just play plants and stuff like that. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Thursday. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our three sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.